Do some aluminum repair in a cattle trailer. These floors in here take a beating. Already got started on it. Dialed it up a little hot, this aluminum rod, that extra. Typically on steel you'd grind that down where it's cracked through and get fresh, but the plating's so thin it kind of acts as a little bit more of a reinforcement through there than anything. So it held out about a year. I did this one like a year ago, and he was paying somebody to TIG weld it. I think he said he paid like $2,300 the last time to have it TIG welded, and they kept his trailer for like 3 days. So I kind of ran into the guy and it's like, dude, I can stick weld aluminum. So I did this for him. This is like the 3rd time for this guy, but shit, I stitched this whole floor up last year with the rod. I think it charged him $300 versus $2,300 to have it all TIG welded. But I couldn't imagine trying to TIG weld all this. And he did a good job of cleaning the trailer out, but you got all this cow crap and shit down the crack. I couldn't imagine it TIG welding were the shit in the first place. He said my stick welds on the aluminum held out as long as the TIG welds did, if not better. And it saved him a couple grand. And it works for me. I get my 100 an hour, sit here and play with some aluminum stick for a while. So aluminum stick works pretty good. I've fixed boat keels with it and several different odds and ends stuff. This thin stuff's a little tricky. I'm running the 332 aluminum rod, but that's just I'm on like, I don't even think this stuff's eighth inch. I don't even think it's 11 gauge. I think it's more like a 12 or 14 gauge. But pretty thin stuff, but if you dial it down, you can get it to fry in there pretty good. So had to throw together a little bar to go in that little opening right there. They're complaining the cows get their heads stuck in there. It's a new state rule. So I had to build him a little gizmo there. A little rough, but it laid in there pretty good. Had about a 1/16 inch opening. It definitely isn't quite as pretty as TIG, but it's a hell of a lot faster, and it seems to hold in there just as good or better. So, just a little aluminum stick input. Everybody be safe.